Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Welcome today to my favourite type of video, the double unboxing, although perhaps that has now been superseded by the triple unboxing. You get the idea, I'm sure. I really enjoy having a look at watches for the first time live on camera, and I'm sure one or two of you enjoy the vicarious thrills of sticker peeling without the expense of purchasing the watches in the first place. And today that makes two of us, because this video is sponsored by Jomashop, the first time in a long time. I haven't looked at anything from Jomashop in over a year, but we've kept in touch, and over the last couple of months we decided on 4 watches for this batch. So they arrived in Sydney this morning, and I'm going to unpeel the first 2 of them today. So double unboxing review, double unboxing review. Jomashop are the world's largest grey market retailer. They sell a phenomenal range of watches, and a lot of them in the $500 or less price bracket that is and always will be the mainstay of this channel. All they ever ask is that I ask you, if you're keen on one of these or anything else, you at least check their prices, because their prices are fantastic. Their prices are fantastic because they're a grey market retailer. What that means is the watch is the same, the packaging's the same, but they cover the warranty themselves. What's in today's double unboxing then? Well, one Seiko and one Orient, both of which I was really keen on. The Seiko is the SRP A25, and to my eye at least, it looks like a Seiko Presage, but for about half the money you would normally pay for a Seiko Presage, coming in at less than 180 US. The second watch I'm going to look at is an Orient Star, here in glorious green and gold for just over 500. It should be noted though that unless you are a patriotic Aussie, you don't have to go for the green and gold. They have them in blue for almost $100 less. I haven't looked at an Orient in ages, and I haven't looked at an Orient Star yet at all. This is their premium range. I'm really keen to see what $500 gets you from Orient. Let's flip the camera and peel off some stickers. All right, let's get on with it. One Orient Star and one Seiko. Now, ordinarily, every other time I've made a double unboxing that has featured a Seiko, I've left the Seiko to last, to try and encourage all of you to watch the whole of the video. But today, I'm going to do the Seiko first. I'm going to break that tradition because personally, I'm really excited by the contents of this box. Not to do the Seiko a disservice, but I'm really keen to see what Orient has to offer. I have reviewed so many $400 to $500 dive watches, but none by Orient, and I'm quite excited to see what that one is like. So I will leave that one to one side, and I will start with the Seiko today. Shout out to subscriber Anand, who got in touch with me in April this year, said he was going to get one of these. Would I be interested in borrowing his? And I said, mate, that looks fantastic. Why don't I see if I can get one in for myself? And here it is. I did just that, and that's why, like I said, a half-price Presage looks that way to me. Yeah, what do you reckon to that one? Let me get the hands out of the way. Dauphine hands, applied indices, applied Seiko logo, automatic script, very reminiscent of the Seiko Sarb 033, 035 range, and there you go. It's a kind of deep grey blue dial. I reckon there'll be some cracking sunburst on that one. Looks nice. Bit of a kind of Jubilee style with the clasp here, and that I believe is a 4R, which I'd rather have in the back of a watch than a 6R, frankly. Let's peel the stickers off of this one, shall we? No dial protector on this one, but we do get a case back sticker to peel. There we are, a quick cross-reference with the hang tag. So it's an SRP A25K1. I believe they do a J1 model, but it is more expensive. This one, 100 meters of water resistance, and of course, Hardlex crystal. You don't get sapphire crystal on a Seiko unless you want to spend a lot more than 178 US dollars and change. And that is a handsome looking big watch. I say big because I just got the calipers out to it. 42 millimeters in diameter, just under 30 mil thick with a 49 mil lug to lug. So this one, I wouldn't necessarily describe it as a dress watch. It is dressy, but it's an everyday piece, and they tend to make them slightly larger, or at least they tend to have that option in 42, but that is nice. It's got a color match date wheel, and like a couple of other Seikos I've seen, they've gone for that high polish on one side of those Dauphine hands and frosted on the other, which is a really, really nice effect. Let's get this one sized up. We do have the usual Seiko foibles of a press clasp and hollow end links, but you wouldn't expect that for 178 or wouldn't expect anything different anyway. Let's get this one sized up and get it on wrist. Okay, back, sized, set and on wrist, and that thing is all dial. I reckon that is about a 36mm dial. I own watches that aren't as big as that dial. I got a great fit with it though, which is just as well because there are only those two little micro adjust holes, so you've got kind of one in or one out depending. Heaps of presents thanks to that big case, the big dial, and double domed hardlex crystal. So yeah, I can see why Anand picked one of these up for himself, and I reckon this would be popular for those of you who are back at your offices and want something that goes nicely with a suit. Alright, I shall be back with a full review of this one in due course. Let's move on to the Orient Star. Alright folks, that was your appetizer, your entree, your starter. This is your main meal today, the Orient Star. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a decent sized box. The last Orient dive watch that I looked at was the Komatsu about 18 months ago, and I thought it was fantastic. I still do. One of the best you can buy at 200. Very basic packaging though. This one for 440 for the blue dial, 530 for the green and gold. Yeah, check the texture on that. That is lovely. This definitely, you can see some of your money has gone into the packaging, but like I said, for a $500 watch, I think some of your money should go into the packaging. It should be a bit of an experience. What's inside though, that is of course the main thing. Big instruction manual, which we won't bother with. Oh, we've got a couple of straps here. Rubber strap, okay. Very nice, and the watch, and yeah, I had to go for the green and gold. A few different colours available, but this was the only one I was keen on. And you certainly seem to be getting plenty of metal for your money. I believe this one comes in at around 43. I'll put it on the calipers in just a second. Feels heavy too, weighs in at well over 100 grams unsized. Let's get rid of these pesky stickers, shall we? Clasp protector sticker, which is always nice. And the case back sticker as a bit of a, let me get my fingernails under there. There we are, a bit of a bonus. Whoops, missed it. There it is. And that is a striking looking big dive watch. So clearly a lot of sunburst on that green dial. Looks like there's a kind of fume gradient from the top to the bottom also. Gold hands, yeah. Looks like nothing else I've reviewed. I haven't seen anything like that in terms of the handset, and it's an Orient, so there is a power reserve meter there at the top of the dial under the index at 12 for better or for worse. Looks like it's just about to turn over at 11 o'clock. Let me unscrew the crown. 200 meters of water resistance on this one. Yeah, there we are. Flick that over. Okay, let me size up this big boy and get it on wrist. Alright, we're back, we're sized up, we are on wrist, and we are indeed a big boy. This thing has a stack of wrist presents and a stack of weight to it. 193 grams sized up for me. There are 4 micro adjusts, and I'm on the innermost one. I could and probably will take out one more link on this side, but yeah, it's a big boy. Look at that thing though. I love this colour. I actually really like the hands, I like the dial, I like the way the thing looks. Power reserve meter, I haven't run a watch long term with a power reserve meter. I'm not sure whether it's something I'm going to look at and be reassured or look at and feel nervous. That's something I am going to have to work out for myself. A couple of things I am going to complain about in the full review though. $500 for this particular colorway, and you still get a cheap pressed clasp with it, but you do get sapphire crystal. It's a nice bezel action, and overall the thing feels like it's built like a brick house end. So it looks like I picked up myself a pair of rather large Japanese watches in this particular double unboxing. No great surprises from either of them. I must say the Hardlex means this one is going to give me trouble trying to film it properly for the full review. But hey, that's my problem and not yours. And that thing, yeah, I'm really liking the looks of the Orient Star. At this stage though, I can already see where they've cut a few corners. Push pins on this one, by the way, push pins on the Seiko, pin and collar system on the Orient. Those are single links masquerading as 3-link oysters, and yeah, the cheap class, but it did have a diver's extension and it is properly ISO rated. So Yes, initial impressions on both watches are good. Stay tuned for full reviews coming soon. So there you have it. Well done for making it to the end. If you enjoy this vicarious sticker peeling thrill, why not check out this double unboxing or this double unboxing. I'll see you all in a future video.